It's mystery time. Time now for the best in mystery. Tonight on Masters of Mystery, an exciting melodrama entitled Death by Proxy.
Sure, I can prove I'm Bart Lane. What are you getting at, Cobb?
Nothing much. Just that you're dead. Dead? That's right. Take a look at this. You, my friend, were buried in New Lawn Cemetery a year ago.
Good evening. This is Don Dowd, your host for Mystery Time. Back again to introduce another in ABC Radio's great Monday through Friday lineup of mystery dramas. Every night at this time, a new and different story. Our drama tonight on Masters of Mystery, presented live from New York, is written by Jerry McGill. Listen now to the story of a man who confronted his wife with a ghost of the past, himself, as Masters of Mystery brings you Death by Proxy.
Death by Proxy was plenty offbeat. It started in night court after Bart Lane got out of a disorderly conduct charge with a $50 fine and cost. He was a big, handsome guy, sunburned the color of copper. I was curious. I latched onto him and got him into a neighborhood bar. He had trouble. Lots of them.
Jeff Cobb. So you're a newspaper guy.
Yeah. What's your line?
Mining engineer, prospector.
What were you looking for in that apartment you crashed?
My wife.
Oh, so that's why you slugged the guy that opened the door.
No, he thought I was after his wife. He got nasty and I lost my temper. The Amazon jungle makes you jumpy.
Oh? How long were you there?
5 years. I got lost.
And you came back and expected to find your wife in the same apartment?
Yeah. It was foolish, considering we'd almost called it quits before I left for South America. But you know, some women are like jungle fever. They never really get over it. It goes, but usually comes back. I gotta find her, find out if I'm cured. Let me buy a drink, pal.
Maybe I can help you find your wife.
Thanks. The bartender, 2 more, doubles.
Okay.
How can you help me, Jeff?
Well, it's a lot harder for people to get lost in the city than in the jungles of the Amazon. You leave her any money when you went prospecting?
$5,000 in joint savings and bonds. She closed the account and sold the bonds.
Mm-hmm. Any chance she could have used it to get a Mexican divorce?
Maybe.
And you still want to find her?
I was reported missing, probably dead.
But you want to find her?
Yeah.
Okay, Bart. We won't find her here. Skip the drinks. Let's go dig the morgue file and see what gives. I took Bart Lane to the news leader office and left him in the reception room to cool his heels while I dug through the morgue file for a lead on his wife. I found it all right, but with a twist that sent me out to the reception room for a fast double check on his story.
You find anything, Jeff?
Yeah, plenty.
What? Where is she?
Well, first, I want to know when you got back in the States.
Yesterday, by plane from Rio. Why?
Under what name?
My own name. Say, what is this?
Can you prove that you're Bart Lane, the mining engineer who was lost in the Amazon jungle 5 years ago?
Sure, I can prove it by my passport.
All right, let's see it.
The picture doesn't look much like me anymore. Here. The jungle does things here. But what's the big idea?
You're dead. Dead? Yeah, dead. Killed.
Oh, that. Sure. Missing and presumed dead in the jungle. Not many get out once they're lost.
No, I don't mean that.
What do you mean?
Here. Look at this. Barton Lane, a mining engineer only recently returned from South America, was instantly killed when his car went out of control on West Highway.
That's impossible. I never came back. I don't own a car.
In spite of the fact that his body was partly destroyed by fire that followed the crash, The remains were positively identified by his widow, Mrs. Mildred Lane, of 10 Highwood Avenue.
That's my wife's name, Mildred.
Then you were legally dead and buried in New Lawn Cemetery.
When did I die?
May 10th, 1956.
About a year ago.
Yeah. Now what goes?
I don't know, but I'm going to find out. What was that address where Mildred was living?
Oh, now, wait a minute. Hold it. You're in a spot.
What do you mean I'm in a spot?
Well, stop and think. Somebody was killed driving a car registered in your name, and your wife identified the body and buried it. Why?
That's what I'm going to find out.
Were you carrying any life insurance when you left 5 years ago?
Yeah, $30,000.
Who was the beneficiary?
Mildred, my wife, but the policies must have lapsed.
Well, she could have kept up the payments. Couldn't wait 7 years to have you declared legally dead.
Yeah, but who was in that car? Somebody was killed.
Ah, now you're getting it. If you're Bart Lane and alive, somebody else died for you by proxy. And it was probably murder.
It wasn't Mildred. She wouldn't have the nerve to try it.
Well, she may have had help. $30,000 would buy a lot of help.
I got to find her. Talk to her.
Yeah, and I'm going along for the interview. But you keep your shirt on. If you don't, you're liable to trade it in for a sheet on a slab in the morgue. And I don't mean our newspaper file. I got my car out of the garage and drove Bart Lane over to the last known address of his wife. Number 10 Highwood Avenue turned out to be a fairly plush apartment building. I questioned the switchboard operator.
Well, I'm sorry, but there isn't anyone by the name of Mrs. Mildred Lane living here.
Mm-hmm. How long have you been working here?
About 6 months.
Mildred Lane's husband was supposed to have been killed in an auto accident about a year ago. She gave this address when she claimed the body.
I heard about that from the girl who ran the switchboard before I took the job.
What did you hear?
Oh, just that her husband was killed right after he came back from South America. He's been lost in the jungle or something.
That's the woman. What happened? She move out?
No, she's still here.
Well, under what name?
Well, I'm not supposed to give out information about our tenants.
How about making an exception to the rule and just giving us her new name?
Well, who are you anyway?
Well, I'm a reporter following up the story of her husband's death.
Who's the other gentleman?
I'm Mildred Lane's dead husband.
Dead husband? Oh, you're joking.
No, he's not. Now, do you want to give us her new name, or do you want to tell the police?
Well, she's married again.
What's her husband's name?
Mr. Dean, Malcolm Dean. They live in the penthouse now.
What's his business?
He's a builder. He has a new development out on Sunset Heights.
Are they in now?
Well, Mr. Dean hasn't come in yet, but Mrs. Dean, I mean, your wife is.
And do you know when Dean moved into this building?
Oh, about 2 years ago, I think.
I see. Thanks.
Well, what do you make of it?
Oh, it could mean that your wife knew this Dean guy before you died. And it could also mean that he was in on your accidental death.
So what?
Well, that would mean that we're dealing with two murderers, not just one.
I don't give a hoot. I'm going up to her apartment.
Sure, but just let's play this smart. Let's get some proof, then let the police handle it.
How?
Well, you go up there like the prodigal, returning for the fatted calf. Like you didn't know that you're supposed to be dead.
What good will that do?
Well, you might find out a lot of things. Try it. Keep your shirt on. See how she reacts, what she says, what she wants to do about it.
I don't know if I can carry it off.
Try it. You can always call the cops, and I'll be waiting right here.
Well, okay, I'll try it.
Yes, what is... Bart!
Hello, Mildred.
Bart, is it really you? You're supposed to be dead.
Yeah, I know. Lost in the jungle.
How did you find me?
Compared to getting out of the upper Amazon, it was a cinch.
When did you get back in the States?
Yesterday. Mildred, you don't seem very glad to see me.
I am, believe me. I am, Bart. It's such a shock. I thought you were dead.
The report was exaggerated, as they say. Well, aren't you going to ask me into your swank apartment?
Oh, yes, of course. Come in for a moment, but...
But what?
Bart, it's awful. I don't know how to tell you. I'm married again.
So I gathered. From a new name in this place. You did all right.
But I've got to talk to you. Explain, but not here, not now.
Afraid of this new guy you married? Dean, Malcolm Dean?
No, but he's coming home in a while.
Good. I'd like to meet him.
No, please, Bart. Let me talk to him first, alone.
Why?
Well, explain to him, and it'll be...
The same gal, the same Mildred. How much time?
Until tomorrow. Where are you staying?
Nowhere. I've been looking for you ever since I landed.
Do I still mean that much to you, Bart?
What do you think, baby?
Don't, Bart. Please, give me time.
Well, this Dean guy must be pretty good.
Oh, not like you, Bart. Older, different. But he's very kind. I don't want to hurt him.
You've changed, honey.
Bart, tell me, have you any money? I mean, enough to stay somewhere near here until I can settle things with Malcolm.
Yeah, I guess I can manage to live a few days.
Well, there's a motel down on the highway at the end of the street. Could you go there and wait till I phone you?
When? Okay, Mildred.
Oh, you darling.
I'll save that.
All right, Bart. Tell me, do any of our old friends know that you're back?
Just you, honey. I wanted it to be a surprise.
I'm glad. Please go now, Bart. Please. I'll call you at the motel later tonight.
Okay, Bart. You're all set. I told the motel manager you're expecting an important call, and he'll switch it to this cabin.
Thanks, Jeff. I don't know that I want to go through with it.
Why not?
I don't know. It isn't the way I thought it was going to be.
Well, how did you think it was going to be?
I thought I'd want to get Mildred back at any price. Or kill her.
And how do you feel?
Sick, tired, old. Almost as if I were really dead.
Oh, come on. Snap out of it. You can't stay dead all your life.
Why not?
Look, aren't you forgetting that you didn't just die a natural death? It looks like you were murdered for your insurance. It looks like your wife and this guy, Dean, are parlaying your money into a fortune.
I don't care about the money.
Well, then think about the guy they must have killed to take your place. You owe him something.
And I owe you a story, don't I?
No, there'll be a story no matter what you do. I know enough already to be certain a crime has been committed. Now, if you don't want to help find out how and why, I'm calling the cops.
Okay, you're right. Besides, I would like to know what Mildred's going to do.
Well, I've got a pretty good notion. And I don't think we'll have long to wait.
Hello, Sunset Heights Development.
Malcolm,
Oh, hello, Mildred.
why haven't you come home?
Well, I'm busy. I told you I'd be late.
You've got to come home right away. Something terrible had happened.
What?
I can't tell you over the phone, and I'm afraid to leave the apartment.
What's happened?
He's alive. He didn't die in the jungle. He's back here in the States. Found me somehow. Came here just a while ago.
Alone?
Yes.
Does he know about the accident?
He didn't act as if he did.
How long has he been back?
Only since yesterday.
Where's he now?
Well, I persuaded him to give me a chance to talk to you first, alone. He's gone to the Highway Motel and promised to wait until I called him later tonight.
Yeah, well, good girl, good girl. That was using your head.
Well, what are we going to do? What did he find out about?
Well, how did he act? What did he say? Does he want to meet me?
Yes, he wants to talk to you. He acted strange. Not at all surprised I've married again.
Yeah, well, good.